YouTube? It's your girl Juanita Franklin coming to you guys with another video on today. But before I get into what this video is about, I just want to say I hope all is well with everyone. I hope everybody's doing what it takes to keep themselves safe from this coronavirus. This COVID-19 is going around in our country. I hope everybody's finding joy, love, and happiness and peace in your lives. I hope everybody's doing great. Okay, guys, now I can get into what this video is about. This video is a relationship advice one-on-one class with your girl. Okay, I know it's been a super long time since I did a relationship advice class with you guys. So I want to do one on today because it's been on my heart to do one for the last few days. So your girl wants to do one on today. Okay, guys, I just want to say this. It's a lot of good men in the world, ladies. It's a lot of good men in the world, and there's a lot of bad men in the world. Men's, it's a lot of good women in the world, and it's a lot of bad women in the world. Okay? So a lot of men and women, they already married and still a couple. A lot of men and women, they don't been through a divorce and a separation and a divorce. A lot of men and the women in the world are single and looking. Okay? Some men and women is looking for a husband or a wife to settle down with and to spend the rest of their lives with. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? A lot of times, when we have kids by a man, we be want to marry our kid's father. For some reason, it be some women's dream is to get married to their kid's father. Okay? But then some women are married to their kid's father, and some men are married to their kid's mother. But it oftentimes don't always happen like that, and it's not meant to always go like that. Having kids by a man do not make that man be with you or love you or marry you. Having kids by a man don't hold a man. That's what I'm really trying to say. Having kids by a man do not hold a man or tie a man to you. Because one thing I realized in life, a man gonna be where he wanna be at. And a man gonna do what he wanna do. If a man don't want to marry his kid's mother or be in a relationship with his kid's mother, he's not going to be in one. Okay, my camera cut off. So a lot of times, because you have kids by a man, kids do not hold a man to you or tie a man to you. It don't make a man be with you. If that was the case, it wouldn't be so many single women in the world. It's single women all over the world that have raised and took care of their children by themselves without the father. Because the father didn't want to be with the mother. The father didn't want to be in the home. The father didn't want to marry the mother. And sometimes, God don't allow you to be with the father of your children. Because at the end of the day, God knows what's best for you, and he knows who's best for you. You might want to be with your kid's father, marry your kid's father. Or some of the men might want to marry their kid's mother, be with their kid's mother. But God knows what's best for each and every last one of you. He knows what's best for you. Okay? He knows who's best for you. And he's not going to allow you to marry a man that's not best for you, or a woman to marry a man to marry a woman that's not best for her, no matter how many kids you have together. Sometimes God will step in and He will intervene on your behalf without you even realize that's what's going on. It's a lot of good men in the world. It's a lot of bad men in the world. It's a lot of good women in the world. It's a lot of bad women in the world. Okay? So, God knows who's best for you. God knows what's best for you. And if that man is not what's best for you, He's not going to allow a marriage or a relationship with that man, no matter how many kids you got with this man. If my camera cut off again. Okay. And like I said, God knows what's best for you. He knows who's best for you. That's for the men's and the women's out here. Because you got kids by someone, that don't mean they are meant for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to realize. Some women end up married to their kid's father and still is married to their kid's father right now and still with them. And some men have ended up marrying their kid's father. But a lot of women in the world haven't. And that's why so many single women all over the world raising their children by themselves without the dad. Because it wasn't meant to be. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. God knows what's best for you. God knows who's best for you. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to make a decision based on what's best for you. Based on what's best for you. You got to make decisions based on what's best for you and your children. You know what I'm saying? And then some men's not even good for their kids. Because some men have abused their children. Some men have raped their own kids. I'm not saying all, I'm going to say some. Some men have not been, and then some women have not been good for their own kids. And some women have. They got some good mothers. They got some bad mothers. They got some good fathers. They got some bad fathers out here. So, God knows what's best for you. Ladies, God knows what's best for you. Men, God knows what's best for you. And if the mother of your kids is not what's best for you, He's not going to allow that a marriage to take place or a relationship to take place. Men, if your father not, if the kid's father not was, ladies, not men's, ladies. If the kid's father's not what's best for you, God ain't going to allow a marriage to take place between you and your kid's father. And I ran into one of my old church members about a week ago. And me and her was talking, I went through a divorce and she's going through a divorce right now. And the one thing she told me, she said, God, sometimes, my camera cut off again, guys. But anyway, like she was saying, sometimes the husband God got for you don't be in the same state you live in. She said, your husband might be in another state. And that made a lot of sense. And then again, the husband God got for you might be in the state you live in. I'm not going to say God don't have a husband for you guys, all the ones out here that want to be married. But if God got a husband for you, he might not be in the same state you live in. He might not even be in the same country you live in. God might got a husband for you in another state or another country. Men that want to be married, the wife God got for you might not be in the state you live in. God might have a wife for you in another state or another country. You never know. You never know where the husband or the wife God got for you resides. The husband God got for you might be in the state you live in, and they might not. The wife God got for you might be in the state you live in, and they might not. Only God knows. And that's one thing she was telling me. And guys, divorce It's one of the hardest things in the world for a woman or a man to have to go through, especially if you've been married to that person for many years and you done invested so much time and so much energy and so much into the relationship with that person, into your life together, into your marriage with that person. It's hard to walk away from somebody you done invested everything into for so long. And it's like when you separate and get a divorce, you're grieving the loss. You got to grieve. You got to grieve all those years of loss that you didn't build with that person, invested into that person. And it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm not gonna lie. When I was going through my divorce 5 years ago in 2017, my divorce became finalized in March in 2017. When I was going through that divorce, I cried. I'm not gonna lie. I cried every day for probably a month. Might have been longer than that, but I know I cried because divorce is hard. Marriage is hard too. But you have to put in the work. I always tell people, your relationship is what you make out of it. You can make it bad, you can make it good. Okay? Relationship is what you make out of it. Some people, they talk negatively about relationships, but relationship is what you make out of it. You can make it good or you can make it bad. Okay? You can have a marriage made in heaven here on the earth if you make it that way. You can have a beautiful marriage or you can have a bad marriage. You can have a good marriage or you can have a bad marriage. Marriage is what you make out of it. Relationship is what you make out of it. Okay? And a couple's only supposed to have eyes and love for one another. This is where relationship get messed up at. When you are in a relationship, you're not supposed to be looking outside of your relationship at another man or another woman. You're not supposed to be lusting outside of your relationship for another man or another woman. You're not supposed to be flirting with another man or another woman. You're not supposed to be staring at another man or another woman in a lustful way. You're not supposed to be liking another man or another woman in another way outside of your relationship. A couple only supposed to have eyes and love for each other, not other people's. You're not supposed to invite a third party into your marriage, into your relationship. Because guys, a relationship is between two peoples. It's between a man and a woman. Okay? It's between a man and a woman. It's not between a man and a woman and them. It's not supposed to be a them. It's not supposed to be a third person in the middle of that relationship. You're never supposed to bring a third person in your relationship. You're not supposed to bring another man or another woman in your relationship. What I mean by that is you're not supposed to be outside of your relationship cheating on your partner, on your significant other. You're not supposed to be out there with, the man's not supposed to be out there with another woman, and the woman not supposed to be out there with another man. A man not supposed to be behind his woman back, looking, flirting, lusting, chasing, trying to get the attention of another woman. A woman not supposed to be behind her man back, looking, flirting, lusting, trying to get the attention or chasing up behind another man. Okay? Who you with supposed to be enough for you. Supposed to be enough for you. What you're looking for out there, you're supposed to find that in your partner. You're not supposed to be out there looking for elsewhere in another man and another woman. Men supposed to find that in the woman they got at home. Women supposed to find that in the man they got at home. A man not supposed to be out there chasing behind another woman, looking at another woman, flirting with another woman, having an affair with another woman, and being intimate with another woman. A woman not supposed to be out there chasing up behind another man, flirting with another man, being intimate with another man, having an affair with another man, lusting after another man, or dating another man. That's how relationships get destroyed. That's how marriages get destroyed. You're not supposed to invite a third person into your relationship. You're not supposed to invite a third person into your bedroom. You're not supposed to invite a third person in your bed. Outside of your husband and your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend. You're not supposed to be out there bed hopping around with multiple peoples. Because that's how you catch STDs, guys. You can go out there and catch something and bring that stuff home to your partner. Okay? And then your partner end up with it. And that's not a good thing. A lot of people don't realize it's over 100 some STDs out here. It's too dangerous to be out here playing with your life, playing with your health. You're not supposed to be out there sleeping around with multiple peoples. That's how you catch stuff. Who you with is supposed to be enough for you. They're supposed to be enough for you. If they're not enough for you, then you shouldn't be in a relationship with them. Cheating can destroy marriages, relationships, homes, and family. You're not supposed to cheat on your significant other. You're not supposed to cheat on your significant other, and you're not supposed to be lusting outside of your relationship for another man or another woman. Ladies, you're supposed to have eyes and love for your man and your man only. Men's, you're supposed to have eyes and love for your woman and your woman only. Your woman's supposed to be enough for you. Your man's supposed to be enough for you. You're not supposed to be outside of your relationship looking and lurking and flirting and lusting and having an affair with somebody else. You're not supposed to invite nobody else into your bedroom. You're not supposed to invite nobody else into your relationship. One person's supposed to be enough for you. God made Adam and Eve, a man and a woman. He didn't make Adam and Eve and them. The them ain't supposed to be there, okay? He didn't make Adam and Eve in them. He only made Adam and Eve. Okay? So I'm just trying to teach you guys something. Grass is not greener on the other side. A trade is not an upgrade. Okay? What I mean by that is, some men have had a good woman at home. A woman loyal to them, faithful, doing everything in her power to satisfy him and please him. And he done went out there and lurked around and had an affair with another woman. Then he end up, the one with the side chick, right? He end up want to make the woman, the side chick, the main chick. And then he end up messing up the good woman. He ended up messing up his relationship with the good woman he got at home. They break up. The woman he got at home break up. And then he go out there and be with the side chick. And find out the side chick way worse than the woman he got at home. You can't go out there and sleep with trashy women. You can't go out there and lay down with trash. You can't go out there, as they say, lay down with dogs. Because you lay down with dogs, you're going to wake up with fleas, right? You can't be out there thinking you're going to find something better than what you got, the good woman you got at home. Just to go out there and find out grass is not greener on the other side. You done went and ran into somebody or got somebody way worse than what you already had. You might well stayed at home and with the good woman you got at home. And if y'all had any issues, work them issues out. Long as that woman out there cheating on you, dogging you, fooling around on you, then whatever little minor issues you guys was having, you need to work that out. Now, if you go out there because you had little issues with your woman and go out there hopping around and cheating on her, then that right there alone will mess up everything. It will destroy your home, your relationship, your marriage, whatever you're in. Cheating destroys marriages, families, relationships. It destroys it. It will tear a marriage apart, a relationship apart, a home apart, a family apart. It will do that. And then they got some men out here, and they got some women out here. They think they can go out there and find something better. If they got a good man at home, or if the man got a good woman at home, some of them think they're going to be out there and find something better than what they have at home. You're not. You are not. Because it's hard to find a good, it's hard to find a good woman, and it's hard to find a good man. You're not going to find nothing better than what you got at home. So why go out there lurking and looking? You don't want to go out there and run into the devil's trap, scheme, plan, plot, arms. You don't want to run into a crazy. Because there's some crazy women out there and there's some crazy men out there. You don't want to run into no trashy woman or a trashy man and catch something. And then you bring it back home to your significant other that you got at home. It's too many STDs out here in the world, guys, to be playing with your livelihood and your life like that. So ladies, if you got a good husband at home or a good man at home, don't mess that up. Stay with who you got. So if y'all have little disagreements once in a while. What couples don't have disagreement? All couples have disagreement. But the main thing is be mature enough and adult enough to fix it. Men's, if you got a good wife at home, or a good woman at home, don't mess that up. Stay with who you're with. Because a good woman is hard to find. You don't mess that up for nobody. You don't let nobody out here come and mess up your good thing. The good woman you got at home. The woman that got your back. Your ride or die. Your ride or die woman. It's hard to find good women out here. And it's hard to find good men out here. And when you got one, you don't mess that up for nobody out here. For nobody out here. If you have a little issues, whatever, fix it. You have disagreements, fix it. Be mature enough, adult enough to sit down and talk it out and fix that relationship. Don't be out here thinking you're going to find something better, because you're not. A trade is not an upgrade. You'll get somebody 10 times worse than what you already got. Take you through way more hell than what you already been through. So it's best to fix it and work it out. I'll tell anybody, fix that thing. Work that thing out. And keep people out of your relationship business. Don't let your friends, your family, nobody come in and try to wreck your home, your relationship with a good wife or a good husband or a good boyfriend or a good girlfriend. Because it's hard to find a good man and it's hard to find a good woman. As they said, a good man is hard to find. A good woman is hard to find too. So if you got something good at home, don't mess that up. Ladies, all times, some of us end up with our kids' father married, some of us don't. One thing we got to realize, kids do not hold a man. Kids do not always hold a man. Kids do not hold a man. Because if that was the case, there wouldn't be so many single women all over the world raising their kids by themselves as a single mom. Because you got kids by that person, that don't mean it's meant for you to be with that person. Some people have ended up married and with their kids' father and been with them for many years. But then they got a lot of us women like me and a bunch of other women I have not ended up with their kids' father and end up married to him. And I'm okay with that. Because I did a dang on good job raising my girls. I did a good job raising. My kids ended up with a good stepfather that raised them and took care of them and loved them as his own. And my kids didn't want for nothing. Between me and my ex-husband, my kids did not want for nothing. My husband treated my kids as if they were his own. He helped me raise them and took care of them. They father, my kids' dad, I'm not going to lie, he was in and out of my kids' life. Through the years when my kids was growing up. Their dad wasn't always there. Their dad was in and out, in and out, in and out. You know? And I was okay with that. You know? Because you can't force a man to be there that don't want to be there. If a man don't want to be there for his kids, he's not going to be there. If a man don't want to be with you, he's not going to be with you. I don't care if you got 10 kids by him. A man going to be where he want to be at. And they got men out here that have walked off from their kids and abandoned their kids. And their kids will see them till they got grown. But they got men out here that actually raise their kids from newborn babies up to they got grown, whether they with the mama or not. Whether they with the mama or not. My kids' father in and out of their life since they was born. Now, my kids' father been back in my kids' life for about 6 years now, 6, 7 years now. Without walking off, you know. But we just co-parents and co-grandparent. I don't want him. I don't want him. I'm not in love with him. I don't want him. And I'm not going to be with him. And I'm not trying to make him be with me. I'm okay with just co-parenting, co-grandparents, and being cordial for the sake of our kids and our grandbaby. I'm okay with that. Because I'm so over that man. I am over that man, seriously. You know, it wasn't meant to be between me and my kid's father. If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. It ain't meant to be. Because if it was, we'd have been married a long time ago. So, you know, it was meant to be, we'd have been married. So having kids by a man don't make a man marry you and be with you. And don't make you be with the man or marry that man. Even though my kid's father, you know, off and on be trying to hit on me, I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't. Okay? So anyway, I just want to do a relationship advice one-on-one for you guys. Like I said, having kids by a man, do not keep that man or hold on to that man. A man ain't going to be where he want to be at. Okay? My kid's father in the past, he married another lady. And I was okay with that. He married another lady. And he was with her for some years. But now they divorced. You know. So, because you got kids with a man, that don't mean you're going to end up with that man. That don't mean you're going to end up married to that man. God knows what's best for you. He knows more than you know what's best for you. Because you got kids by a man, that don't mean he's what's best for you. All baby daddies are not good men. All baby mamas are not good women. I'm a good woman, you know. But then, like I said, they got a lot of good women out here. They got a lot of good men. They got a lot of bad men. They got a lot of bad women. But I'm one of the good ones. I'm a real good woman. I have a very good heart. I have a very giving heart. You know. But sometimes you're just not meant to be with the father of your kids. And you got to accept that and love on yourself and allow God to send the right person to you to settle down and marry. God would do it. I know God would do it. It ain't all the time meant for you to marry your kid's daddy. God would send a good man your way to marry. He would send a man a good woman to marry. It ain't meant for all men to marry their kid's father. It ain't meant for all women to marry their kids' daddy. It ain't meant for all men to marry their kid's mother. Sometimes, a lot of times, people end up marrying a good stepfather for their kids. God will still bless your kids with a father figure. But it'll be a good stepdad. My kids had a real good stepdad for 18 years. A real good one. Me and my kids didn't want for nothing. We didn't. We didn't want for nothing. He was a real good home provider. He took care of my kids like they was his own. He took care of his 3, and he took care of my 3. He took care of all 6 of them kids as if it was their own. They was his own. He never once got mad at me and said, those are not my kids. I don't have to do anything for them. So, I was blessed. So it ain't always meant for a woman to marry her kid's father or for a man to marry his kid's mother. God will bless you with a real good husband that you don't have not one kid by, that will love and accept and raise and take care of them kids as they his own. Same thing with a man. God will bless you with a good wife that you don't have one kid by. And that woman will love and accept your kids as if it was their own. It don't always be the kid's father or the kid's mother you end up marrying. Like I said, it's a lot of women out here is married to their kid's father. And it's a lot of fathers married to the kid's mama. But it don't always be that way. Because if that was the case, it wouldn't be a lot of stepfathers out here in the world. It's just as many stepfathers out here raising kids and taking care of kids. Then it's a lot of stepmothers in the world. They're helping their husband to raise and take care of their kids. And there's a lot of stepfathers in the world that's helping raise and take care of their kids as if they take care of kids if they own. It wouldn't be a lot of step parents in the world if that was the case. It wouldn't be a lot of single parents in the world if that was the case. God knows what's best for you. He knows who's best for you. He would send the ladies that's looking for a husband. He would send the right man to you to marry. And it ain't all the time your baby daddy either. Men's, he will send a good wife to you to marry. It don't all the time be your baby daddy or your baby mother either. It don't all the time be your baby mama. Okay? Because you got kids by a man or a woman, that don't mean they what's best for you. That don't mean they are what's best for you. That don't mean they who God will have for you either. God get nothing but the best. And because you got kids bound, that don't mean they're the best for you. God give nothing but the best. He don't give you no trashy man or no trashy woman. He gives nothing but the best. Yeah, so I want to do a relationship advice one-on-one for you guys. For everybody in the world that's married, bless your marriage. God bless your marriage. Stay in your marriage. Work that marriage out. Fight for your marriage. Don't give up on your marriage. Ladies out here that want a husband, okay? That's wife material. And you know you 100% you wife material. You know you'll make a real good wife. A real good wife to your husband. You know how to cook real good. You're not lazy. You know for a fact you're 100% wife material. Because I ain't gonna lie, some people not wife material. Some women's not wife material. Some men's not husband material. Everybody ain't wife material. Everybody not husband material. I'm husband material. I am. But it's a lot of people who are, they not. And sometimes you hear people so quick to say, I want a husband or I want a wife. They be saying they want to get married. But then are you wife or husband material? Are you willing to put in the work to make that relationship last for many years? Because marriage is a lifetime commitment. You got to be willing to put in the work. You got to be willing to put in the work. You got to be willing to invest into your partner for many years. For many years. A man can say he want a wife, or a woman can say she want a husband. But are you willing to put in, are you wife material? Are you husband material? Are you willing to put in the work to make that marriage last for many years? To make that marriage go the long haul? Because marriage is it's not nothing to take lightly. It's a lifetime commitment. It is a lifetime commitment. And some women and some men have not kept nobody long as John stayed in the army. Some women, some men can't keep a relationship to go the long haul with somebody. So how, if you can't keep a relationship as long as John stayed in the army, how the heck you going to sustain in a marriage or sustain your marriage? You got to be able to keep a long relationship in order to have a long marriage. You got to have that keeping power, as they call it. You got to have keeping power. And some people have not had keeping power. Some people have not been able to keep a man or a woman. In order to get married, you got to be able to, you got to have that keeping power. You got to be able to, you got to know how to sustain or keep a relationship together. You got to know how to you got to be able to put in the work and be willing to put in the work and invest into each other to be together for many years. If you can't keep a man, you can't keep a woman, how the heck are you going to get married? You can't get, you're not going to be blessed to get married if you can't keep nobody. If you have never in your life been able to keep a relationship for a long time, then how are you going to get married? I always tell people that. How are you going to get married? If you can't keep nobody long, John, stay in the army. I ain't trying to be funny, guys, but I tell people that. When I hear people out here in the state I live in be saying, oh, I want to get married. Oh, I want a husband. I want a wife. Well, I'm wife material. I'm husband material. But you can't keep nobody long, John, stay in the army. You can't get married if you ain't able to keep a relationship for a long time. You can't get married if you mess up every relationship you get in. Because marriage is that's a serious commitment. That's a lifetime commitment. You are making promises to God when you get married. Marriage is a lifetime commitment. You can't get married if you're not able to keep nobody. You can't keep nobody. You can't get married if you're not willing to put in the work and invest in each other to keep each other for many years. God can't prosper you if you're not willing to do that. If you can't keep nobody, if you're not willing to put in the work. Or you're not willing to invest into your relationship, invest into your marriage to keep each other for many years. God can't prosper you and move for you like that. If you can't keep no relationship, you want to break up every few minutes. God can't prosper you like that. You got to be willing to put in the work. Marriage takes work. Relationship takes work. I put in 18 years of work with my ex-husband. We was together 18 whole years. I put 18 years of work into that relationship and into that marriage. That's why we was together almost 20 years. I was willing to put in the work. You got to be willing to put in the work. You got to be willing to invest into each other, invest into your relationship. It can't be no half stuff. You got to be willing to fight for your marriage. When, it's so easy for people to say, you can make all them wedding vows, and you're taking each other for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, and sickness and health. It's easy to stay when the good days come. But what happens when the bad days come? Are you willing to stay in, or do you want to run? You got to be willing to stay through the good days and the bad days. Because there's going to be days everything going peaches and cream between you and your partner. Then there's going to be days everything not going to be so peaches and cream. And you got to be willing to stay in that. You can't want to run out because, oh, it don't got hard between me and my husband, or between me and my wife, or between me and my boyfriend or girlfriend or fiance, whatever. Then you ready to head for the hills. No. That's not what marriage is all of. That's not how you keep a marriage or a relationship. In order for that marriage to work in that relationship, you got to be willing to put in the work. You got to be willing to stay in that thing on your good days and your bad days. Everything not going to always be peaches and cream between you and your partner. Some days going to be up, some days going to be down. But on them down days, you got to be able to handle it. You got to be a man enough to handle it, a woman enough to handle it. And you got to be able to stick in there for the long haul. Every day ain't going to be, oh, I'm so in love. One minute you crazy in love with each other. Next minute, oh, I can't stand him. But I love him. I ain't going nowhere. You're going to have them days where you look at each other like, ugh, you know. But you still love each other. You ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You got to better hang in there no matter what, you know. Long as the husband ain't beating you all upside your head, or the wife ain't beating you all upside your head, or nobody ain't trying to kill nobody, and nobody trying to kill the kids and all that. Hey, you got to hang in there, guys. Hang in there. Because the sun is going to shine again. Every day not going to be gloomy, you know. So you got to learn how to hang in there. So for all the married couples, hang in there. Through the good days and through the bad days. Hang in there. For the ones that's in relationships, hang in there. Through the good days and the bad days. Don't give up and walk away. Because grass is not green on the other side. Okay? You got something good at home, worth fighting for, worth being with, you hang in there. Anyway, I'm about to end this video. So I want to do a relationship advice one-on-one, give you guys some great relationship advice. This might be part one, or this just might be relationship advice. I just wanted to give some advice. Anyway, I'm about to end this video. Comment, subscribe, like, share. Hit the post notification button. Stay on this journey with me. I love you guys. I got that part 2 Q&A coming too, guys. Love you guys. Peace.